Today we're going to do dot product. So you're going to know the definition, you're going to know how to do it in component and polar form. So there's two different dot product rules on what the question or situation gives you. So if the question gives you two vectors with magnitude and direction, what form is that? Polar. So you're going to use that one right there. Two vectors dotted in polar form, it's the magnitudes multiplied together with cos of theta. What's theta?
It's just the angle between the directions
The two vectors. In what form? Cartesian. So we're going to use the second rule. Have a look at it. Do you want me to zoom in? You multiply the x's together and you multiply the y's together and add them together to get what type of answer? A scalar. Because it's also called the scalar product. So the x's in this one multiplied together, what are they? 3 and 3. Nice and easy. 8. Dot B, so don't forget to write the rule. We've got 3 times 3 plus, what's the y's? 4 times 0. So the dot product is 9. That's simple. When you dot a vector by itself, it is purely just the magnitude squared. Okay, here's a different scenario. How do we know if two vectors are perpendicular? Okay, first up, what does perpendicular mean? The two vectors are 90 degrees. Now let's look at this. What is cos of 90? Remember your unit circle? Not 1. Sine of 90 is 1. Cos of 90 is 0. So if the dot product of two vectors equals 0, you can say without a doubt they are perpendicular. If they are parallel, what will the angle be? 0, so the answer will be just the dot product, just the multiplication of the magnitudes.
So if it's just the dot, like A dot B, it also gets like a dot for multiplication because you need to do that.
We don't have multiplication in vectors. Forget that word for vectors.
So I should be representing it as a dot.
You either have the dot product for vectors or the cross product for vectors.
Yeah.
So next week we will do A cross B. Yep. How do we find the angle? First, yeah, well, we use that formula, but we want to find out those first, yes? So A magnitude is 9 plus 4. B magnitude 4 plus 9. Is negative 2 plus 2 times 3 over square root 13. Cos theta. 6, negative 6 plus 6, 0. So the angle between so cos theta equals 0. This is the cos axis, yes? So we start here, we go 90 degrees, not the angle. What's the value on the cos axis? 0. So it could also be 90, 180, 270. So cos could also be. So that usually the question will say, what's the angle between? Oh, you don't know what radians are yet. Between that. So you would say the angle is B R perpendicular.